This podcast is brought to you in part by ChoiceRealtyConnect.com. Whether you're buying or selling a home, condo, or any type of property, trust Amanda to help match you with up to 3 top agents in your area. ChoiceRealtyConnect.com. Hey, all you rock stars from Washington, D.C. This is the Rock on the Money podcast, episode 159. It's time to talk about your saving, investing, and protecting all those hard-earned monies. We're here to coach you along your path to retirement and financial independence. Hey, I'm Craig, your master financial coach, along with Amanda. She is a corporate in-house lawyer and real estate referral agent, and we're grateful you joined us. Check us out at facebook.com/rockonthemoney, the website at rockonthemoney.com. Hey, Amanda.
Hello.
Hey, the questions and the post in our Facebook group have completely changed in the last week or two. I think the stock market has been dropping. Mm-hmm. We now know inflation is up, 7% or something?
7.5%, I think.
7.5%. People are getting scared.
1982.
Yeah, people are getting scared again. For me, it's like, okay, I've seen this before. I
haven't even looked at my retirement accounts in some time. I'm not going to, because I hear all this grumbling and that tells me time not to look.
Yeah, I actually looked at it. I'm actually staying pretty steady now. I mean, we took that dump in technology. Like many people have technology like Microsoft, Apple in their 401ks, RAs, and a lot of the mutual funds have that. And all of us came down, but it's been steady since. It did that little correction, whatever you want to term you want to use, but it's been steady. I mean, I'm not losing. And the other companies that have not recovered from the pandemic are coming up even during this. So doing the lifting where the others are not. And so actually I'm not that bad. I mean, considering what's going on.
Yeah. Well, and it's tax season. A lot of people love to spend their tax refunds.
Oh, yeah. You know that...
this mentality just always amuses me. Like people act like it's free money that just fell out of the sky, but
you're not supposed to get any money. Yeah, how many times we have to talk about this on this podcast? This will be the third time we've talked about that.
But it's always treated like a windfall, but it's like if you went to McDonald's and bought a burger, but paid them $10 for a $4 burger, you wouldn't act like the $6 and change they gave you was a windfall.
Exactly.
Here you are paying the IRS your tax bill, and they're just giving you your change.
And you know what? That's a good point. I was going to move on, but all of you people that are getting refunds, like thousands of dollars, inflation's gone up. You're going to the grocery store, you're spending more money. You know the best way to counteract that? Your cost of goods out there right now. If you're getting a refund, go back to your employer or whoever's withholding your money, and change that. You're supposed to be getting that back every month, and you'll never feel this inflation at all.
Yeah, if you want to pay extra every month, put it in a savings account or something that's actually going to earn you interest, not something that's going to make the government money.
And we do have a budgeting question coming up. So your budgets, everybody should be out, all our budgets should be a little out of whack because cost of goods are higher.
Yeah.
That extra money every month in your paycheck, by just simply changing your withholdings, will completely correct all this. And you can just go on and live your life. You can't change inflation. It is what it is. I've seen it multiple times in my life. It's like, oh, well, here we go. Life is not always grand where they're throwing money at you and 0% free interest loans. That doesn't last forever. So
anyway, all right. That was my musings for the moment.
I know. We could actually do a whole thing about taxes. Actually, we should going into March about these little things like that. Question number 1. We have a couple of questions here. Is it wrong that I'm 25 years old and already worried I won't have enough saved for retirement?
No.
I love that. I love this question. I love that someone at 25 is thinking about retirement and worried they won't have saved enough. That's actually great.
It's the perfect time to worry about it because then you actually have time to do something about it.
Yeah. Go talk to all the people that are in their 40s and 50s. And there are people listening right now that would like to tell that person, yes, you need to start saving because they know they did not. And it takes a lot more work to try and have some money of any kind to be able to retire, if you can retire at all. But 25, if you start saving money now and don't touch it, Don't buy expensive vehicles. Well, shoot, every vehicle right now is expensive. It doesn't matter what you're buying now. Yeah, man, you're doing great. I love it. You're in your 20s and worried about that. It's basic math, though. Just get your money, start saving it, and don't waste it. Have a budget moving forward, and please don't have debt. Debt will destroy your future. Debt destroys your future. I can't emphasize that enough. Can you?
No.
Yeah, those credit cards will destroy your life, and car loans will destroy your life. Please stay away from them. Please stay away from it. All right, question number 2. You're the budget girl.
Okay, so what do you recommend budgeting for each category? Restaurants, entertainment, clothing, haircuts, etc. I have about $400 left after all of my expenses are paid, and I'm in baby step 3.
Okay,
why don't you explain what baby step 3 is?
Yeah, let's go through baby steps real quick. Baby step 1, we do the baby steps. Whenever people ask us a question, we apply them to the baby steps. I'm a master financial coach taught under Dave Ramsey. So yeah, we apply everything to the baby steps. So baby step 1 is an initial emergency fund of only $1,000, which to me, Amanda, now that I look at it, seems a little low these days, but it is $1,000. Baby step 2 is to pay off all of your debt except for your house. All your debts, cars, boats, SUVs, whatever, your student loans, everything has to be paid off before you get to baby step 3, which is then you fully fund your emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of your expenses. And we just put that in a regular savings account. You don't invest it. It just sits there for the rainy day.
It's make you money. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be okay.
There when you need it.
Of your expenses, not your salary. Baby step 4 is you save 15% for retirement. That's when you start doing your retirement savings. You got to be out of debt. You can't be in debt and save for retirement. You're counteracting. You don't realize you're not getting anywhere. Baby step 5 is if you want to save for your child's education. Baby step 6 is to pay off your house, your mortgage. There you go. And baby step 7 is, Amanda?
Live like no one else.
Why do you say it like that? Because you're already there. You don't feel like you're living like no one else right now.
I don't. I feel like I just work like no one else.
There you go. You do work like no one else. But see, you're a go-getter. That's your problem. You know that, right? You're ambitious.
Yeah.
Sometimes being ambitious can be a problem. Trust me. I know. I'm supposed to be retired. I don't retire very well.
No, you don't.
Going back to the question, Amanda.
Yeah. So what do you recommend budgeting for each category?
So here quickly are the percentages. If you take your pie of all your money you have for the month, their saving is 10%, food is 10 to 15%, utilities 5 to 10%, housing, we don't want our mortgage or rent any more than 25% of our take-home pay, transportation 10%, health 5 to 10%, insurance 10 to 25%, entertainment 5 to 10%, personal 5 to 10%, and miscellaneous is 5 to 10%. So those are your percentages. And then if you do a budget and you fill this out and you actually put in some real numbers, you can literally discover where your leak is in your finances. Like if I got 35% of my money going to rent and mortgage, well, guess what? You bought too much house and you live in too much house. You got to move. Yeah, you're killing yourself. Otherwise, you got to take it away from somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough to say, though, in this market. You know, rent
True.
prices are
based on where you live, too.
Yeah, you have to take it from somewhere else. Yeah.
So anyway.
These are guidelines.
Yeah, it's all guidelines, but it still comes out to 100%. So there you go, Amanda. How would you answer this question then?
So where should they put everything else? So if they're in baby step 3, it's a pretty easy answer. They should be putting it towards their debt.
There you go. They're actually fully funded emergency fund. Yeah, they're baby step 3. Yeah, we have a baby step 2 come up later. If you have $400 left after all expenses and you're in baby step 3, you should be working on your 3 to 6 months emergency fund.
Emergency fund, yep.
Fully funded emergency fund, and that just goes right into a bank account. It can be an online bank, but your percentages of there is not going to make any difference. It just needs to be accessible when something goes wrong. Air conditioner breaks or your car breaks, or those major repairs, your roof, or who knows what. But that's what that's there for. You lose your job, and now you got to live off that emergency fund until you get another job. That's what it's for. So there you go. That was easy. So actually, your percentages mean nothing.
Yeah,
your $400
not yet.
Yeah, the baby step 3 means that $400 goes right in that account until you get your 3 to 6 months. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this with 2 great questions. One's about Social Security, which should have been question number 1.
Yeah.
This is great. Coming up, you're listening to Rock and Money.
there, rock stars. Amanda here with ChoiceRealtyConnect.com. Are you about to sell your home or excited to buy your first or next home? I'll be honored to help you find an expert to work with you in your local area. At ChoiceRealtyConnect.com, I'll help match you with up to 3 qualified licensed agents that specialize in your specific market. Choice Realty Connect serves every zip code in all 50 states with a network of 15,000 top-rated agents that are ranked within the top 5% for sales. Whether you're selling or looking for a condo, new construction, retreat, vacation property, or you're a first-time home buyer, let me connect you with the perfect top agent today. ChoiceRealtyConnect.com. The choice is yours.
Amanda Braun is a Florida licensed real estate with a brokerage, Realty Connect.
Rockland, USA.
Welcome back to Rock on the Money with Amanda and Craig. Check us out at Facebook.com/Rock on the Money. You can listen to our podcast right on Facebook now. Go to our Rock on the Money website, rockonthemoney.com, and you can listen to them right there. You go to Spotify, we're on iHeartRadio, we're on Amazon, Google Podcasts. We're everywhere. But Facebook is definitely giving us a boost in listener numbers. Definitely. And without a doubt, thousands of listeners. I love it. All right, question number 3 about Social Security.
Wait, this isn't actually a question. I'm reading it, and these are only statements.
It is actually a statement. You want to read this? Go ahead.
So you don't have a question for me?
I don't have a question. It's a statement that brings up a good thing about Social Security. It is actually a point that they discovered by listening to our podcast, because you and I, we don't use Social Security in our retirement planning.
In our calculations, right?
Yeah, yeah, we don't go.
And this is why. So this person says, I've been telling all my friends, don't count on your Social Security benefits. Assuming there is any left, the benefits are pretty darn low.
That sounds like us saying, and
that's what
that was what we said.
Don't count on it. Just for giggles today, I looked mine up to see what it would be. Shocking. $1,710 a month if I retire at 62. That's $20,520 annually and taxable in my state. Chump change. It's downright embarrassing. If I was counting on this Social Security benefit to live, I'd have to work until I'm 70. Then it would be $3,102 a month or $37,224 annually. And this is from working since 1989.
Wow. And that 20,000 is below the poverty level, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the average income in America is $54,000 a year.
Yeah.
So if they work all the way to 70 and they're getting closer to their, what would you call the age that you die? Death age?
I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah. Well, they're only going to make $3,000 a month, $3,100 a month, $37,000 annually. It's not a lot of money. And remember, that's in the future. So
right. When
the cost of
inflation
goods
continues to eat away at your buying power.
Right. So that will probably be below the poverty level.
Probably go up even more. So if it's taxable in your state, you can count on even less of that money actually hitting your pocket.
So you will be at poverty level.
Yeah.
You do you.
But he's right. Social Security is a joke. It's It
is not your retirement. I don't even factor it into my retirement, like how much money I need to retire. I don't even use it. If that check shows up, I'll probably dump it in, I don't know, either from trips, flying around, hotels, or it'll be extra play money is the way I look at it. Or I just dump it right back into investing. Maybe buy a property with it. I don't know. You know, who knows? But
all sorts of options. But yeah, I wouldn't count on it. I mean, it's really unfortunate that Social Security is the only retirement that so many people have.
Like, was it 60, 70% of Americans?
Yeah, and that's why you always hear about people on these fixed incomes at these ages, and then you have to factor in insurance costs and health care and
60% of Americans don't even have $500 to $1,000 in the bank account. They can't even cover a $1,000 emergency, and they have nothing saved. These are the people that will be relying on this, and they have the fanciest cars. They got nice houses, though, Amanda.
Yeah,
they take nice trips, which is great. They're living life. You get older when you ain't working anymore. Question number 4.
Looking for some investment advice. I'm able to put 15% with match into my 401k. Should I focus my entire investment into my 401k, or is it better idea to put in a Roth IRA as well? And if it's a good idea to throw into Roth IRA too, how and where do I start? Okay, there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So first of all, are you saying you have 15% only with the match? Because our match should not be included in calculating the 15%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, match is another one of these instances of something you don't use in your calculations. It's icing on the cake. So it should be 50. If you're in baby step 4, right, you have your emergency fund, you're not in debt except for your mortgage, then you're doing 15% retirement savings. And that's 15% of your money. Any match is bonus. Then I don't know if they're trying to ask if the investment should be all traditional in the 401k or part Roth in the 401k, or if they're asking if they should invest in a 401k and then also an IRA, which is totally plausible.
Yeah.
I do both a 401k and an IRA because you have different caps for those two different types of retirement accounts. An IRA is an individual retirement account. It's not offered through your employer. It's something you have to go out and get as an individual, with Schwab, Fidelity, or Vanguard, or anyone else. But those are the 3 low-cost providers that we generally recommend.
We have a lot of flight attendants that listen to this podcast for various reasons. And when I talked to them before, a lot of them, there's let's take Southwest Airlines. They have a very high company match. Mm-hmm. It's one of the highest in any industry, any company. That's what they're known for. Pilots have even more. It's like 9.4, 9% Now I can't remember what it was. And they were factoring that into their 15%. I'm like, nope, because they could yank that at any time. We do 15% and the other is extra. So you're actually up in the 20s, which is great in the 401k. But
yeah, just make sure you're keeping an eye on any type of limits for the year, of course. 19,500 was the limit in 2021 that you could contribute to a 401k. I think it's going up this year, right?
Yeah, I think they're increasing again. And the other thing is the order investing, by the way, guys, is we max out our 401k first in general. We do that first, and then we do the IRA. And then we do whatever else you want to do. You want to do individual stocks, you want to do crypto, NFTs, whatever your heart desires, but you have to do your 401k first, then do your IRA. And if you've maxed out all that, hey, go at it.
So 2022, this year, your contribution limits to 401k is $20,500. So it did go up $1,000, but IRA limits did not go up.
There you go. Which is surprising with how many people have worked for themselves now in the gig economy. It should go up. They should really do that. All right, well, that was good, Amanda. You can find Amanda on Instagram and Twitter at Agile Amanda, and you can find me on all of your favorite social media platforms at Rockland USA. Don't forget to check out the website and subscribe to the podcast. All the links are right there on the front page, rockonthemoney.com. Please subscribe and leave comments to our podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, or even your favorite app that you got right there on your phone. Those help us out a lot. If you're ever looking for a specific topic or content that we've produced over time, just go to the website and in the search bar, just type in your topic, be it 401k, stimulus check, or anything, and everything comes right up for you. We have so much gratitude that you've taken the time out of your day to listen to our podcast while you're walking, driving, traveling, or whatever you're doing. Please send us an email. Let us know how you're doing out there. Podcast at rocklandusa.com. So long, everybody. Thank you very much again. We'll see you again next time. Rockland USA. All opinions expressed by the host are solely their own and do not reflect the views of any company, affiliates, or advertisers. Investments or strategies mentioned in the show may not be suitable for you. Before acting on any information in the show, you should consider whether it is suitable for your particular circumstances and strongly consider seeking advice from your own financial or investment advisor.